Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here. I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto, The Legend of a Shinobi, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, I would like to tell you guys to please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, as you guys know from my voice, I am feeling a little bit sick. It's nothing serious, but yeah, just a common cold and all that. I will be better soon, so stay safe out there because the weather is changing. And yeah, make sure you wear something up when you go out because yeah, there's change in weather and don't want you all guys to caught up in the same situation as I am. Aside from that, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good day, afternoon or evening. Aside from that, let's just enjoy today's story, I guess. Story begins 13 years after the QB attack in Konohagakure no Sato. It was night time, and Hiruzen Sarutobi was inside his office as he was waiting for one final, shinobi of his, who was away on a mission. As a childlike figure appeared from the shadows wearing Anbu clothes as well as a blank Anbu mask. So you're here, Shadow. Hi, Okage-sama. Any news? It has been done. Here is the Raijin sword. I have tracked down him and killed him and retrieved back the artifact. Good job. As the said shinobi named Shadow put the sword in front of the table in front of Hiruzen. Shadow? As Shadow got in attention position. Hi, Hokage-sama. Remove your mask. As Shadow flinched. Listen, Naruto. You have to do this. You know it is time you come out in public. I cannot hide you forever. I do not understand, Hokage-sama. Naruto, I have been doing wrong, okay? At least in my eyes. In your eyes, I have done you a favor, I know. You have. But that's just it. I vowed to your parents that I will protect you. And this is the life I gave you, Naruto. It was the life I chose. Not you, Hokage-sama. And you just helped me. And that is why I feel guilty, Naruto. Guilty that I'm strong and able to protect myself? No, Naruto, not even for a second. Guilty that I made you a murderer. Guilty that I took your innocence away from you by sending you out in the world with a sword in your hands. Well, you should be playing in the playground over there. With all due respect to Hokage-sama, that would have never worked out. At my birth, these people tried to kill me. But due to my parents loving this village, I am still here. Due to you helping me out then, I'm still here. And I have become your project that you wanted, alongside with Danzo Shimura. A shinobi, trained from the birth, with emotions intact. And a Jinchuriki nonetheless. Regardless, Naruto, you as a shadow have the highest rank, only second to the Anmu commander. And as Naruto, you don't have any rank. And I want you to enter the shinobi system, because it is time the world knows about Naruto Uzumaki, and for Shadow to retire. Hi, Hokage-sama. As Naruto put down the mask on the table, with hesitation, resigning from his position as Shadow. As Naruto left that office. 1 week later, you will begin in the academy, Naruto. I know, Gigi, I will be there. With these final words and exchange, Naruto parted ways with Hiruzen to think for himself. Now within that week, the news spread out throughout the Jonins as well as the Chunins and Genins as well as the Anbus within that Shadow has resigned. As the Anbu commander, the next day came there barging in, as well as the Jonin commander Shikaku Nara. Is it true, Hokage-sama? Everyone is causing a lot of hassle and it is a drag to deal with that. So I am here to take an answer from you to give them. Did Shadow resign? Yes, he did. You still haven't told us his identity, said the Anbu commander. He was one of the perfect shinobis that I have ever seen, even at such a young age. He was the most talented shinobi. I was going to recommend him for me when I retire for my position. I know, but he is Naruto Uzumaki. It is, as you know, that he was supposed to live a normal life, but due to the, well, second thoughts of our people and also council, we were forced to do this. And Danzo and I got what we wanted. But this is not what I have wanted. Not like this. To the legacy of the Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Does he know? Shikaku asked. He knows about all of you. He knows about his parents. He says that it is because the QB was hearing everything and has the ability to hear, see, as well as smell and touch everything he feels. Damn, that is one heck of a seal then. Yes. And QB is working alongside him. Do you still trust it? Said the Dragon Commander Anbu. I know, Dragon. It is hard to believe, but I do, somewhat. He has helped out Naruto in a great deal, but what if he is waiting for Naruto? If he is, then we should be prepared. And this time around, there will be no Minato Namikaze to save us. As all of them nodded. As on the other side, we see Naruto, after finally going inside the academy, as it was the final test that day. As when Naruto entered, everyone was now suddenly quiet and looked at him, as Naruto looked at them all. And then he looked at the Uchiha siblings, the twins who were able to survive what their big brother has caused. A massacre, the Uchiha massacre. To be more precise, Uchiha Itachi. Naruto could still remember after seeing the two, how he arrived at the site and stopped his senpai at the time from killing these two and saving them. As Naruto went and sat down in the farthest seat away, while Sasuke and Sasuke were looking at Naruto with a questioning gaze as well as a deep gaze as well. I hope they're on to nothing. Nonsense, Naruto. Your face was covered. At least that's how I remember it to be. As suddenly Iruka and Mizuki came in. Class, today we're going to have... Iruka stopped as he looked at Naruto. You're already here. Yes, I am. Can you please begin the test? Yes, we will. As Naruto and everyone begin the test, as Mizuki willingly changed Naruto's test because he knew who Naruto was, a Jinchuriki. And to his surprise, Naruto even aced that test. And after acing it, Naruto wrote down a note for him. If you put any more genjutsus on my paper, the next thing anyone will see will be your walking corpse. As Mizuki saw this threat as a joke, until a kunai bursted out from the smoke from the paper, scratching his cheek and wending away. Told you so, as the other letters appeared. As after becoming Genins, we see Naruto walking away from the academy. As the next day was the day he will know who his Jonin sensei will be, as well as his teammates. As Sasuke and Satsuki, his sister, both who were twins, stopped him. Wait, you, Naruto, right? Yes. Uchiha Sasuke, what can I do for the Uchiha siblings? So you do know us, because you were there at that night. As Naruto's eyes widened. What? As suddenly, everything around them turned dark. Naruto has casted on them a genjutsu without any hand seals. As Naruto was in front of them. This is a genjutsu world, similar to your Nissan. Now tell me, how do you know of this information? Danzo, he told us, who saved us because we were demanding it. He told us your name and what you looked like, and we only imagined what you would be. We could have never thought that you were the same age as us, even though you looked young. Well, what are you going to do now that you know? I cannot let you know the identity of the Shadow. Shadow is now resigned from his duty. So you resigned? By being the second strongest Anbu in the whole planet? Yes, I did. Why would you do that? Sasuke asked. You know you had the power that if I had, you would go after Itachi to kill him. As both of them flinched. And that is why you do not have that power. You know what he did to our family. We have every right to do so, what we are going to do. Look at the bigger picture. That is all I can see. And Say, because I know something is much bigger going on behind what happened here. A bigger conspiracy. How so? You're asking this from a person who all his life was trained to do such stuff. And if you want to solve this mystery with me, then you have to be my teammate. Because I do not believe in the will of fire. What? Why? Because the will of fire is long has been extinguished. As with those words, the genjutsu dropped as Naruto turned away and walked. As both Satsuki and Sasuke were quite surprised by his calmness as well as his behavior. Oh, and one more word. Do not tell my identity to anyone, or the Uchiha clan might be only down-numbered to one person. As they gulped, as Naruto walked away. As the next morning came, and Naruto facepalmed himself. Me and my big mouth. Oh, come on, Naruto, don't be like that, said a deep, growling voice. What do you mean, Kurama? I said, Brad, don't be like that. At least be happy that you're living a normal life now. That you wanted. I wanted to retire and live my life peacefully, not this. I'm going to become a shinobi all over again. Ugh, I can't believe this. Well, you were the one who wanted to go under the lists of shadow. And what do you think? Should I have gone with the full name? Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. The whole fucking village know who I am. And yet they still blame me for the death of my own father, mother, as well as everything that happened here. You know, Brad, that it wasn't my fault. When did I say it was yours? It was Madara, or the person who was impersonating him, as you said, with his Sharingan. I'm going to find that fucker and kill him with my own bare hands, even if it's the last thing I do. So much for your peaceful life. That comes as a reward, if I'm able to do that successfully, or die trying. Good choice, Brett. As finally the class was dismissed, as senses finally came. As Naruto woke up, a silver-haired Jonin was standing in front of him. Oh, great. Hey, Kakashi-sensei. Well, who would have thought? Nice to see you here, Naruto. As both of the Uchihas were confused. We know each other from the you-know-what. As Kakashi's eyes widened, and then narrowed. Naruto, we discussed that you will not tell about your other life to anyone. They figured it out anyway. It was Danzo who told them. That bastard. Listen, you two, Kakashi said seriously, as both of them were now quite scared, to be honest. Never reveal his identity to anyone. Shadow is a great asset to the village, and the one everyone out there fears now. If his identity is revealed, many will target him. Alright? Hi. We will keep it to the grave. You better, or I will put you there and make it happen, Naruto said. As after that, the introduction happened and they did the test. And Naruto, took the lead and told them what to do. And they followed in suit, knowing who Naruto was. Going head to head with Itachi at that time and now being strong. If not so strong, then close to Itachi. The one that could help them the most. As now currently they were hidden, and they has already pranked. As Naruto then signaled Sasuke, who with kunais in his hand came out and threw them at Kakashi, who was standing there on guard with kunais this time around with Sharingan out, because Naruto was the one who was fighting him. He had to be on guard, because Naruto warned him that he will not go easy on him. As he thought, what are you planning, Naruto? Could it be the Counter-Strike A? No, it cannot be. As Naruto was known to mix up the Counter-Strikes that they had planned all together for teams and coordinates. Naruto was the one who invented new techniques. Now, at the first time, 8 new coordinates were introduced to them for the teams to assassinate, attack, and defend. And Naruto was always the wild card who bring in a little bit of his own taste to the game. And currently, we can see that happening as Kakashi was being pushed back by Sasuke, who was also maced. Get in there, Sasuke. Focus, now. As Sasuke jumped in, as she launched a fireball at Kakashi, as Naruto then jumped in from behind, as 2 Uzumaki chains erupted from his back, which he wrapped around his hands, and in front of him was huge kunai-like weapons, as Naruto threw both of the chains at full force towards Kakashi, as Kakashi was tied in between those chains, which were draining his chakra. As Naruto started to walk towards Kakashi now. Take his belts now, Sasuke. As Sasuke took the belts out of Kakashi, as they were surprised as the chain disappeared as soon as they got the belts. Why did you use those adamantium chains, Naruto? Well, it was fair game. You told me to come at you with the intent to kill. Even though you know, Kakashi, Nissan, that I am now stronger than you. Why, you brat, I was the one who taught you that. Well, you did. Well, students are always aiming to become much better than their sensei, right? I guess so, Kakashi said with a smile. Well, what are you two going to do with the belts? Since I told you only two will pass. That's what I like to know. As Sasuke and Satsuki both looked at each other, as suddenly both of them threw their belts towards Naruto. You can have them. What? Yeah, you can have them. You want your position back, don't you? I do, but don't you want your revenge? To be honest, we do, but being under your coordination, we know that we can achieve anything if we want to and become strong. And yeah, to be honest, if you're not in our team, then we're screwed if anyone is out there can replace you. Well, you pass. So, how about we celebrate? I'm too bored for that. Naruto said, how about we train? Since we are going to be a team, I should get started with you and train you properly. Would you recite that message to Gigi, Sensei? Very funny, Naruto. Of course I will. Thanks, Nissan. As Kakashi I smiled. There were literally now very small moments when Naruto showed his innocence. On the other turn, Naruto only showed his coldness as well as his professional behavior, which is quite good for his shinobi career, but for what it was worth, well, it was, well, quite bad. And Naruto literally had no social life. He needed friends his age, for God's sake. And that is why Hiruzen and Kakashi pushed for this. And Danzo, well, unfortunately agreed to this as well, as he would have mentioned, because it was an important role, because Naruto, in the chase of being made a perfect shinobi, has, well, been devoid of one aspect: loyalty and attachment to the village, and that Danzo did agree that he should have to make him stay loyal, and that is why Danzo agreed to him, meaning Hiruzen and Kakashi. As we cut towards Naruto and the Uchiha siblings, as they have reached towards the Uchiha compound, as Naruto was waiting for them there. You're late. Well, you are a trained shinobi while we aren't. And that is why I am doing this, to make you prepare to face him and ask him why he did this. He told us already, said Satsuki. He said that this was because he wanted to prove that he had the superior strength and the superior Sharingan. Do you honestly think that is why Itachi would do something like this? Itachi was much more than that. He wasn't just a degenerate who was after power. If he was, I would have known. I have known him much more than you. I spent more time with him on out there in the field than you have here as a family. We know. And we know that you know his weaknesses. What he did had a reason behind it. A reason that I am trying to still figure out, because he kept it hidden quite well, especially away from me. And it quite hurt it at the time, but I knew he was going through something big that changed him to do this and caused him to as well. And that is why I need to ask him why he did this first, before you take the next action. His life is ours and you're not yours, Uzumaki. If you are going to help, then help us defeat him. Otherwise, forget it. Fine then, I will help you. But I am going to ask my question. If we are going to do this together, you will. And after that, the three of them started to train together. Naruto taught them different sorts of taijutsu styles that suited their styles after finding it out, and gave them their suited, well, swords as well. Sasuke got a grass cutter from Naruto. It was a different sword, yet the same that he had in canon, while Satsuki got two long chikotos, as she had a style for twin blades. As for Naruto, he also used twin blades in his style, but they were regular long katanas. As they were currently training in katas, as Kakashi as well as Kaya was watching alongside Asuma and Kurenai from afar. That's Shadow? Huh. Wow, he's quite young for his age. I've seen him in action, Kurenai. He literally devastated a lot of Anbus that were there ambushing us, which were more than 80 or so. Single-handedly, he was covered in whole blood, and not a single drop was his. Damn. No wonder Danzo and Hokage-sama wanted to create a perfect shinobi. He is an example for us. But he has been away from the flames of youth. I can see it in his eyes. He is missing a big part of what we are. I know. That is why he's called the Shadow of Konoha. Whereas we are called the Shinobi in Jonin. Don't you think it's kind of racist when you say it like that, Asuma? Said Kakashi jokingly. What? No, I didn't mean it like that. Honestly. It's just that I pity him. That he was deprived from the only thing that a child should have. A normal childhood. As Naruto appeared next to him. Well, I'm happy that I had what I had. As all of them were shocked. Because they did not even sense him. And they saw that Naruto was still training there. I have left my clones here to check out and perimeter the area. I knew that you were watching us. Approximately for 1.5 hours now. So, mind telling me what Kurenai Yuhi, Asuma Sarutobi, as well as Kakashi Hatake and Maito Gai are doing here? One of the 4 best shinobis here. As all of them smirked. Well, we wanted to test you, brat, said Asuma. Oh really? Well, why don't we? As Naruto jumped away from them. Are you sure you're just a clone? More than enough for you all. As they all looked towards Kakashi and then at him. You're quite overconfident there, kid, said Kurenai. We'll see about that. As soon as they landed, Kurenai sensed something was off, and then she said, shit, we're in a genjutsu. As when they broke Naruto's genjutsu, Kurenai saw that the 3 of them were already on the ground and tied down with chakra suppression seals, and Gaia was with, gravity seals. As the 3 of them couldn't move. As for Kurenai, she had a kunai to her neck, as well as to her stomach. See? Told you, my clone was enough for all of you to be dealt with. But we didn't even start. What do you expect? We are shinobis, and shinobis don't play fair. Nor do they. As Naruto freed them all. Let's do this honestly now, Naruto, Kakashi said, a little bit annoyed. Well, wait, I'm not, seriously trying to agitate or annoy you. I'm just stating a fact. I mean, that is what you all taught me. Enough, brat. Let's go and do this. Asuma brought out his blades. We're not going easy on you. Oh, you want to use wind, huh? As Naruto rotated his hands as a slash of winds appeared. Wind slashes! As they all were surprised when 10 wind slashes appeared at them. And they were razor sharp as well. As Guy was not so lucky to avoid them, but the others did, as Guy had huge cuts on himself. Damn it. Don't worry, I'll heal you later, Guy. That is the most youthful thing you could say, Naruto Uzumaki. Let's do this! 4th gate! Seriously? 4th gate? Okay, gates of protection. As Guy was about to punch at 4th gate state to Naruto, when Naruto used this. What? Guy said, as his punch did not have an effect on Naruto's clone. Well, I knew you had gates, and there might be any other user out there. We can never be too sure, and I had to have a counter for it. What? Try your 7th gate, Guy. As Maito Guy went towards the 7th gate. 7th gate of protection! Heaven Angel! As an angel-like figure appeared behind Naruto, as its wings wrapped around Naruto as well. As Naruto could still be seen standing between it. As Guy launched himself. As a dragon appeared behind Guy, a blue one. As Guy punched Naruto, as the dragon just shifted its position, but it did not even crack. As Guy was shocked and so were everyone else. As after that, Guy returned back to his normal state, as was panting heavily. As for Naruto, he as well. Damn, it caused me almost to, faint because I have no chakra now. I gotta admit, Naruto, that is one hell of a skill. How did you? Well, I studied how one creates gates from within and just reversed it to protect myself. Meaning when we inject our energy into the body, you just suppress it? Yes, suppress it at one point and then explode it suddenly from within between, because one chakra pathway cannot contain too much of chakra, and this outburst is the result, the gate of protection. That is quite a lot useful skill. I have to learn it as well. With your chakra guy, you can use the second state of gate, and that is more than enough to deal with the damage caused by Susanoo. What is that? Asked Kurenai. Susanoo, huh? How can you be so sure? I tried it. You see, I met a masked person who was named Toby. He could use Susanoo, but it was imperfect from what Itachi told me at the time. You worked with Itachi Uchiha? Kurenai asked. We were in the Anbus. You know about my identity, right? Well, most of the Jonins as well as the Anbus know now. Thanks to the Hokage-sama. Gigi just revealed my identity, and he told me to keep it a secret. Great. Well, yes. Yes, I was working with him. And I know what he did. I was there that night. I was the one who saved both of them. You mean those two? Yes. He was going to kill one of them. I could see it. But why he needed only one, I'm not so sure. He was turning into the person that he hated the most. And I am going to find out what happened. Wasn't he? No, he wasn't Kurenai. He was not. I can give you that much guarantee. There is a bigger picture that we're not getting. And I will find out after getting to the end of it. As Naruto turned around and walked away. Wow, that was now a look that only a shinobi, a hardened shinobi could give. It certainly doesn't suit his face, said Asuma. Well, don't get it to yourself, Kurenai. He gets like that. He's just mad that he couldn't help out Itachi, because he knew Itachi was going through certain things. And whenever he asked, Itachi, well, suppressed it and did not reveal it to him. And he's kind of mad about that, as well as about, well, what happened. But still, he's a criminal that he has to go after. He knows that, right? Yes, that is why he's training his siblings, so that they could protect themselves. Because he knows that Itachi out there, he isn't just sitting around and waiting for them to catch up. He's moving forward, and he's getting stronger as the second passes by. As we see Naruto clone walking back, as he suddenly stopped and looked towards the corner of his eyes as he alerted all the Anbus through his Anbu tattoo that he had on the shoulder, as Kakashi was also alerted alongside with Asuma. What is wrong? Asuma and Kakashi looked at each other as Guy and Kurenai were surprised. Naruto just sent out a signal. Something is up. As suddenly all of the Anbus were there, as Naruto's 3 clones were now protecting both of the siblings, as Naruto made his way there. What do you want, Itachi? I am here to finish the job, Naruto, that you prevented me from doing. What would that be? I need their eyes. Why do you need them? Well, you certainly are. One hell of a shinobi now, Naruto. You alerted everyone as soon as you sensed me entering the Konoha walls. That is what happened when I placed all of the seals there, especially for guys like you. And I can sense someone big entering as well soon. As everyone who was there was quite surprised. Naruto, said Dragon, if it was only Itachi, why did you call us all here? An invasion. They're bringing in on armies. What? Yes, from beneath the tunnels. As Hiruzen said, as all of them got an alert, as the Anbus left, as Naruto and Kakashi and Asuma were left there. We have to deal with him. I'll deal with the Genjutsu and Jutsus while you deal with him physically. As the clash of Genjutsus, well, between a sensei and a student went on, as Itachi and Naruto sent one another into Genjutsu and break the other's Genjutsu. You're still allowed to learn, Naruto. You're weak. I may be. weaker than you, but I'm not alone like you. Who said I'm alone here? As a huge swordsman came out bursting from the trees, as slammed his huge sword covered in wraps down, causing huge cracks in the ground. As everyone stumbled back, as the genjutsus were broken now, as Naruto was bleeding from his nose. Damn it! You overused your abilities, Naruto. Your brain cannot comprehend those jutsus and cannot expand your vision unless you have the jojutsu. And that is why I'm going to kill one of my siblings to give you that. What? Why would I do that? I need your disgusting jojutsus. And someone else's at that, who is alive. Because I want a perfect match and a rival, and you, Naruto, were the perfect specimen. What? Is that why you murdered all of them? Yes, Naruto. I murdered all of them for that reason. As Naruto lunged at Itachi, as he was engulfed with Kyuubi's rage and chakra, as Naruto suddenly expanded his hand into Kyuubi's hand-like huge state, as Naruto threw Itachi in the air for such force that Itachi was now like a meteoroid, going just in space, as Itachi used his Susanoo form, as his eyes were bleeding madly, as he, from the sky, used a technique that Naruto taught him, Rasen Lava Ball, as a huge lava ball made out of Rasengan appeared as Naruto used the 8-gate. 8 gates of protection! God! As a huge figure appeared there, protecting the whole radius of the attack. As there was a huge clash between them, as the 8-gate was broken, and Itachi was now falling down, stumbling down. As soon as he was about to hit the ground, he vanished in a murder of crows. As from behind the trees, Itachi came as Naruto was on one knee, panting heavily as his eyes, nose, and mouth was bleeding. He was coughing huge amount of blood after stopping that much force of attack. Your vital organs are failing, Naruto. Damn it! I will stop you at all costs, Itachi, even if it's the last thing I do. As both of the Uchiha siblings who were watching this alongside the rest of the shinobis were amazed. 2 legendary shinobis were fighting amongst each other, just like Hashirama and Madara, but on a larger scale. As both of the Uchiha siblings then saw what Naruto was capable of, but they were terrified. Not of Naruto, because of their Nissan, Itachi, and what kind of monster was he to be still able to penetrate through that attack. As Itachi then said, until we meet again, Naruto, you need to be prepared. As Itachi vanished again, and so did Kisame. It was fun playing with you. As he too disappeared. That was Kisame Hoshigaki, said Kurenai. Yes, he was. Damn it, we were almost had, Kakashi. Naruto, Kakashi said, as he, when getting up, dashed towards him. Damn it, I overused myself. Gigi's not going to be happy. As Naruto passed out. As next thing Naruto woke up was inside a hospital bed. And next to him was his Gigi, as well as the one figure that he didn't want to see. What are you doing here, Jiraiya? What am I doing here, he asks. Are you out of your mind? God damn it, Naruto. Why did you use the 8-gate? So what, I should have just let everyone die? No. If it was your mother or father, they would have done the same, Jiraiya. Don't guilt press me into, well, making me guilty of what I have already done. You could have died, Naruto, died! So what? Nobody out there would have missed me. They would have been happy that the Cubist Jinchuriki is finally dead. The one they so much hated. The council hated. I know everything, Jiraiya. Thanks to Kyuubi's ability, I saw each and everyone's face. Especially the face of that fucking bitch of a friend of my mother's, Mabuki Haruno. I saw her. She was the one who riled up the council, and she was the best friend, childhood friend of my mother. So much for that. She was supposed to be my godmother, and yet she was the one who pushed me into this life. I don't know what happened to you in the past was sad, and you still hold a grudge against them, but you protected them, and you could have died, and for that we are grateful To be honest, I was, well, only trying to protect those two. Who? My teammates. Because they were in the radius of that attack, and that attack would have caused a lot of innocents to die today. And I was only protecting those, even if they are only a bit of people that I can count on my hand. And we respect that, Naruto. All of them do. What do you... As Naruto looked throughout the window to see that everyone was there, and suddenly a figure entered the room. As Naruto narrowed his eyes, "You," he said with deep and lowered voice. "Naruto, listen. I know what I did. No matter how much I say this, and no matter how badly I want it to be, I cannot apologize to you for what I have done. I do not need your forgiveness. Just, please, don't hate me anymore." You know, it is quite hard to do that. When the day you were born, the person who was supposed to be a mother figure in your life says that you should be dead. You know, I still didn't hate you, but as I was growing up, I began to. And now, I despise you, Mabuki Haruno. Please leave. As Mabuki left in silent tears, knowing fully well that Naruto was right. She was supposed to be his godmother, and yet she did what she did, and she regretted every second of it. And after that, something unexpected happened. Naruto was visited by his teammates, the Uchiha siblings, as both of them said, "Thank you for protecting us, Naruto. But that was kind of awesome." "Thanks," Naruto said, as Sasuke then said, you know, here, I made this for you, because you saved us all and all that." "Huh? Really now? Tomato rice cakes? Really? That's a weird... I only have to make that things that I like. I don't know what you like, so yeah." "Thanks, I guess." As Naruto took bites from it. "It's delicious. Thank you for making this, Satsuki." As Naruto smiled at her, as she blushed. "Well, this is the last time I'm going to do so." As on the other side, this was happening while we go towards the Akatsuki base. "So you mean to say that you two went behind my back and attacked the Cubist Jinchuriki?" "Yes. Unfortunately, you would be quite shocked to know that the Cubist Jinchuriki is none other than Shadow." "What? You got to be fucking kidding me," said Hidan. "Huh. Well, Itachi, why did you lie to me? I was honestly quite surprised when the kid pulled out that move and you pulled that out as well. I did not knew that you had such power. That was quite terrifying and exciting," said Kisame. "Well, I have my own secrets and aces up my sleeve. And that is why you are here," said a man with purple eyes and rings with them. "Pain," said Itachi. "You're not going to go after him. It is mine and mine alone. But he was able to stop your meteor Rasengan, wasn't it?" "Yes, with his gear's protection, he was able to. But for how long? I was able to break through it because his will was not that strong. He's weak. And that gives us a perfect chance to strike, doesn't it?" He was cut off by Kisame again. "But we will wait because I want a proper fight." "And a proper fight you will get, Itachi. Just follow me and you will." As Itachi cut him off. "But when? We have been waiting for many years." "Patience, my friend. You see," said Toby as he came there. "This time year around, Konoha is hosting the Chunin exams. And begrudgingly all of the villages are participating. And showing off their Jinchurikis as well as a show of power in front of the other villages." So your plan is to invade the village, just all of us? And when all of the 5 elemental nations are gathered at one place? "Not alone, silly. With my help," said none other than a slithering voice. "Orochimaru, I should have known." "Yes, you should have." As that appeared, the fake distraction, well, it got caught and it was a bust. It was found out as soon as we entered. We were not able to plant any... Wait, what are you doing here? I thought you were... Well, it was a bust as well. Naruto Uzumaki turned out to be a shadow himself, which Itachi presumably hid from us. and he was able to, hold off against Itachi alone, who was the second great fighter amongst all of them. Aside from Pain, this cannot be good. If he's the Shadow, then we have to deal with him. Now, patience, my friends, as they told you. Patience indeed we will keep if you keep your word, Pain. As all of them went back to their places. As Naruto and his team then went on to Land of Waves after recovering, and Naruto went out one night alone after fighting with Inari to butcher off the rest of the Gato and his gang. Next thing the people saw was Gato's head in the center of the village, and everyone has returned the money. And Naruto, he was sleeping away into his room, but Kakashi knew better. Who could have done this? Said Sasuke. Naruto's sleeping, so it was Naruto. He hates one thing, and that is someone being turned into orphan at the hands of those scum. That is why he went out to, bust out his rage, and that is what he did by busting out Danzo. As after that, they returned back from the Land of Waves, earning their trust and a lot of other attention, as the other villages were already indebted to Naruto. As time passed, Naruto returned to find out that Chunin exams were happening there, and he met a lot of interesting figures. And a girl was flirting with him as well from Suna. Her name was Temari, as Satsuki, she was quite jealous of it, as Sasuke saw the look of her sister and was quite amazed, and was also siding with her, because he also liked Naruto. Not in, sex or any other way, just as a friend and as a bro. So, as time passed by, Naruto was surprised that the 5 elemental nations were gathering there. This time around because of him and the people he helped and saved, even his enemies in need. And they were here to see only one person, Shadow, and to know his identity. As the Chunin exams went on, and they were as in canon, but Orochimaru did not attack this time around, and Sasuke was saved. But when the final part began 1 month later, things turned out to be interesting. The Akatsuki, alongside with Zetsu's army, as well as Orochimaru's army, attacked. The 5 villages were quite caught on shock as they were trying to defend, and suddenly the husk of the Ten Tails was loud there, as from its mouth a lot of chains were erupted. One went towards Naruto as Naruto grabbed the chain and yanked it so hard, while the other Jinchurikis who were killed, their bijus were sucked into that chain as Naruto engulfed his chains into that chain, his adamantium chakra sucking chains, as Naruto, like a succubus, sucked out all of the bijus from within, and now he became the original Jinchuriki and host of all 9 bijus. As the power was way too much, his body was cracking. "Naruto, you idiot," said Jiraiya. "It's just like the prophecy you mentioned, huh, Jiraiya?" A huge bang will happen. As Naruto then started to float, as a huge Rasengan, similar to that of a sun, was formed. Rasengan! As Naruto launched it towards them. It was a world domination Rasengan, as the whole armies were wiped out. The shinobi who were almost caught into it, Naruto used the gate state just to extract that power out of him. Heavenly jutsu. 10,000 gates of protection. Kami Yami Shinigami, as the 3 guards appeared in front of the protection gate, as Naruto was protecting the whole elemental nations, as he himself was being turned into ashes from within because of such excessive use of power, because his own body was now falling apart because of such power from within. As after that, he was turning into ash as he fell down to the ground after protecting everyone, as Itachi, everyone else was gone, as Sasuke, Satsuki, and everyone was there. "Naruto! Shit, we have to help him." "It's no use. My body, it cannot contain the 9 bijus. I am sorry, everyone, for those who have lost their own Jinchuriki. You can call it fear, because I'm dying as well now. Naruto, please don't. I know. Just move on, okay?" Naruto said to Satsuki as she was crying now. There's no use. We did not have anything now, did we? We had, you idiot. We had. Huh, I guess I am an idiot. As everyone was crying now, as Naruto finally crumbled down. Well, everyone, sayonara, I guess. And Naruto was no more. He was now nothing more than dust that fell to the ground. And with a gust of wind, that dust flew away as well. As we see now Naruto opening his eyes. In front of him was a sight that he did not knew he could see. His parents, as well as the other 9 Bijus. Wait, you guys are here. Weren't you supposed to be? Well, we did die with you, brat. Huh, I guess you kind of freed us all. Now we're here, happy, I guess. As they all nodded. And his parents engulfed him into a hug. It's nice to meet you, Naruto. As Kushina bonked him on the head. Ow! What was that for? You came here too early. But son, your mother is trying to say is that you did good. You protected everyone. Everyone who now respects you and loves you. What? As Kami and Shinigami-sama appeared there themselves, you used a lot of power, Naruto. A lot of power. The power of the 9 Bijus alongside their souls and your own. What? Yes, the last seal that you made. It could not be wielded. No human was allowed to be. And yet you did. But for a good cause, and that is why you are here. But I killed a lot of people. Many of the shinobis did. But those who are here are those who only kill scum. And you, Naruto, are one of them who killed scums. And saved many. And that is why you are here. Thank you. As Naruto was happy that he was finally with his family now. And his wish to finally retire, well, did happen, I guess, in a way. As for the elemental nations, they vowed that when Naruto died, that they will form a peace treaty that not even any other generation will be able to break. And they will fight alongside each other instead of fighting each other if it ever occurs to happen. And a statue of Naruto were created in each and every village, and his last stand was turned into a statue in the center heart of the elemental nations, as the minor villages now visited that huge statue as well, where his supposed grave was made. People came there to pay respects to him. As we see, many years later, Satsuki Uchiha, who became, the caretaker of that said place, there, praying for his happiness in the afterlife. As a figure appeared behind him, it was Sasuke. You know, Sasuke, he wanted you to move on. Not this again, Sasuke. If you're here to pay your respects, then please pay and go. You know, sometimes I wondered how would life have been if he was here. It would have been good, but I'm willing to wait, if he's willing to. As a rosebud fell and landed in her hands. I guess he is. How do you know? I just know because of woman's intuition, I guess. As up in heaven, Naruto was smiling, looking at her and watching her. As was she, looking directly into his eyes, if she could see him, smiling down upon her. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and now I'm signing out.